Going to see about the process of performance appraisal. It is a continuation of introduction to performance appraisal. Good morning to all. I am Professor Manavalam. Now we are going to see about the process of performance appraisal. It is a continuation of introduction to performance appraisal. The process of performance appraisal, it helps to identify the strength and area of improvement. At the same time, employees' overall value of the organization. For this purpose, it is very much useful. At the same time, we can plan the future growth and the development of each and every employee overall working in a particular organization. So these are the steps involved in process of performance appraisal. The first one is establish the performance standards. Second, communicate the performance standards. Third, measure performance. Fourth, compare performance to standards. Fifth one is discuss the appraisal with the employee. At last, implement the personal action. So one by one we will see in detail. First one is establish the performance standards. It is nothing but standards are set to ensure the achievement of organizational goals and objectives. So here we have to follow the SMART. SMART means it is nothing but, so whatever performance standards we are creating, we have to apply this one. It should be specific and it should be measurable and it should be achievable. It should be relevant to the objectives of the particular organization, and time bound. The timeline setting is very much essential to complete the to do the activities in order to achieve the objectives. That is called as a establishment of performance standards. Second one is communicate the performance standard. So whatever standards we were established, it should be communicated clearly to all the employees. That is very much essential. The clear communication is very much essential. Then only each and every employee, they can understand the standard, what they have to follow. That should be there. And also at the same time, we have to provide guiding training for them, because in every standard that must not known by every employee. So as a organization persons, we have to give training what are the standards they are going to implement. That communication must be there. Next, we have to measure performance. So for measuring the performance, we can apply the different types of methods. Either maybe a traditional method or modern methods. Whatever methods we are applying, we have to document what we measured. Whatever documentation, we have to follow certain principles. What all that means? First, we have to write in an accurate report. And also the specific, what we assess, that specific is very much essential. The report must be consistent enough. Whatever matters we have written, everything based upon the factual. This true report only must be there. And also we have to write both positive and negative reports we have to write in that. So that is called as a measuring the performance. Next, compare performance to standard. So here we have to compare the actual performance of the employee with the standards what we are having in our hand as an organization. So we have to do the comparison. So before doing the comparison, each and every employee, they must know what type of standard protocol we are following to do the performance appraisal. Next one is discuss the appraisal with the employee. It is a very hard part in the process of performance appraisal, because here we are directly going to deal with the emotions and expectation. If the good performance means, it is easy for us to communicate the appraisal. But if those who are doing the poor performance, it is very difficult to express how they done in the performance appraisal. It's very much difficult time to express that. But at the same time, we have to express with emotions. We have to manage the emotions of employees. So that is called as a discuss the appraisal with the employee. Next, implement the personal action. So after completion of the performance appraisal process, we have to take the action according to the performance. If those who have done performance in highly, means we have to give the rewards in any methods. And those who have done poor performance, means we have to do the corrective action, or otherwise continuously they are doing the poor performance, means we have to do the termination. So that's all about the process of performance appraisal. Next, move on to the criteria. So here we have to determine what is to be appraised, who is to be appraised by whom, why to appraise, when to appraise, how to appraise. First one is determine what is to be appraised. So here first, based upon the job analysis, we have to appraise the task and responsibility condition of job. Second, qualities of performance, like qualities of work, mental quality, ability to learn, adaptability, the leadership, reasoning power, organizing capability, and cooperation. Next, personal characteristics, honesty, self-control, initiation, appearance, attitude towards the work and fellow employee. Everything we have to appraise. Next, who is to be? The supervisor, they have to do the appraisal program. They must have the thorough knowledge about what method they are going to apply, and also they must know about the subordinates very well. And at the end, they have to prepare the report and judge without any bias. And why to appraise? In order to know the quality of work, what they are practicing, and productivity, and communication, how each and everyone they are communicating the standards in a proper way, how collaboratively they are doing the work in order to accomplish the objectives and goals of organization. For this purpose, we have to do the performance appraisal. When to appraise? There may be sometimes informal appraisal that can be conducted whenever the supervisor feel it is necessary. But systematic appraisal, it must be conducted on the regular basis. How to appraise? So for appraisal, we have to use certain methods. Either it may be a traditional method or modern method. Under traditional method, we can use ranking method, paired comparison, grading, forced distribution method, forced choice method, checklist method, critical incidence method, graphic scale method, essay method, field review method, confidential report. Under modern methods, management by objectives, behaviorally anchored rating scales, assessment centers, 360-degree appraisal, cost accounting method. Either any one of these methods we can apply. Thank you. Next we will see about each method in detail.